So today is Monday. No, sorry, Sunday. Man, my days are all messed up. And I am on my way to Ensenada itself. First time actually going into Ensenada. We're buying some food supplies for a friend of ours who lives on the other side of the volcano, not on the Ensenada side, but on the south side of the volcano. So my friend, he is in the safe zone, but he's on the south side of the volcano. And the problem with that is that while he's in the safe zone, all the roads out from his house you have to cross through the red zone. And he didn't have much gasoline in his vehicle as it was. And all the gas stations near him are shut down and he can't make it to another gas station. So we are buying them some groceries and we're buying them some gasoline, and we're gonna take them the gas, and he's gonna meet us in Ensenada itself. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the road. And with that, we will be making sure that our friends and stuff are taken care of. We're gonna be trying to clear out some of the ash and gravel and everything from the driveways and that kind of stuff, because while it's possible to get in with an actual 4x4 vehicle, getting in with all-wheel drive vehicles or small cars is not possible. So they're kind of locked out of their house. And of course the road repairs that they've done out there, from what I've been told, have just been like basically one lane down the center, and they've done that so that you can drive, but there's no shoulder to park on or anything. So we're trying to make it as as friendly to live in as possible, so that when they give us the ability to go back, we can go back and live and whatever. I'm just speculating, but I don't know if this town will ever actually recoup itself. This may be kind of efforts that are wasted, but you know, trying to help your friends are never wasted efforts. So we'll just see what happens. I'll have some video and photos of how the town actually looks here very soon. So this is what we woke up to this morning. Everything is just completely fogged over, and it's looking like it's going to be an interesting day for working on the ash cleanup. Hey everybody, so we've actually entered past my house. This is I guess kilometer like 30 or so, and you can start to see all the ash and gravel that exploded out of the volcano and is still kind of falling. You can hear a little like grit hitting the windshield, but this is what it looks like just past my house. I mean, this is like just a couple of kilometers past my house, and then we're going to be getting into into Ensenada, and I'll show you what it's like there too. So here we're just a few kilometers past where I just showed you, and you can see on the side of the road, for instance, how much more material fell here out of the volcano, gravel and ash and everything. We're literally just 2 kilometers further up the road, 3 maybe, from where we were. It got a lot more activity here. You can see the fields are just absolutely brown from the ash. All this used to be green trees and green pasturage. They have a control point, if you want to call it that. I can't remember what it's called, and a roadblock. And you have to give them your name and the license plate number of the vehicle, and everybody in the car, your Chilean social security number basically. And they take all that down. They're trying to prevent theft, even though it's not really working. And you can see the tractors and stuff working here, and the people driving on the wrong side of the road, because, well, when there's ash, the law doesn't apply evidently. So just up here you can kind of see that there's some dump trucks. I mean, they're just loading dump trucks full of material that they've already taken out. So what you actually see on the sides of the road here, which are like 2 feet tall, deep, you know, and then about 5 feet wide on each side, that's just what's left over. They've already started hauling out, and the problem is the ash. I mean, the ash is still coming down. I can see it on the top of the hood of the truck. What you see inside the vehicle isn't ash, that's just dust because, well, I haven't cleaned my vehicle. But look at this house over here. You can see how badly it was affected. They've cleaned off the roof, of course. They're trying to get the roofs cleaned because a lot of these houses are just old, and if they don't, it's going to start weighing them down. And if the rain comes on Tuesday like they're saying, which that's what they're saying, you're gonna have some issues. Surprisingly enough, there's actually quite a bit of movement out here. I wouldn't have thought there was gonna be this much. I know on TV they've said that a lot of people are just kind of over it. They're not planning on coming back to their house. They're scared and whatnot, which, I mean, that's understandable. But there are still quite a few people out here. The government has sent out the military, and the military is working to open up all of the entrances to the houses, it looks like. But companies like this rafting company here are just, they're struggling. I mean, they're just suffering. So tourism was a big deal here. I don't know how long it'll take for tourism to get back. That's the thing. So what will happen with the town, we just have to kind of see. This is typical for how it looks around here. Just heavy machinery, people trying to get their stuff done. Bunch of dust, bunch of dirt. As far as you can see, just sulfur laced gravel. I mean, some of it's pretty deep. We'll be going to look at some different places now of some of our friends to see what they need, what we can do to help them out and take care of that kind of stuff. So I'll show you some more photos, I'm sure. So this is the road that you may have recalled before that my friend lives on, and I'll show you a comparison video of when I've shown it to you before. I've had to actually use my four-wheel drive a bit today on a couple of the roads just because they are only passing through with a grader and just grading the center of the road and leaving the shoulders like huge mounds of sand. Problem with that being that no two cars can't get by, one going up and one coming back. So what happens with that is you know, you have to be like halfway up to your, you know, your fender well, your chassis, and sand on one side, and on the other side, no. So it's caused some problems with driving without four-wheel drive, which is why I'm really glad I have a four-wheel drive right now. On top of that, though, the other thing is that we I had to use four-wheel drive low. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid a few things, and I broke a belt on the front of the Jeep. The motor actually has two belts on the auxiliaries, and I broke one. The other one's making a whining noise, so hopefully it'll hold out. But I had to dump it in four-wheel low and then dump the clutch, and that's how I got there. So here's what we're doing, and I'm trying to pick up my friends to take them back somewhere to see something. So this here is just difficult. I mean, it's like such thick sand. It's like being up in the dunes or running across a desert and everything. I'm having to use four low and drive in start off in second or third. It's just really difficult. They're digging out right now because we have to pull this portable sawmill out. So my friend's gonna hook up his trooper that's also diesel, as you can hear, and I'm gonna hook up my trooper, and we're gonna work together to pull it out. But this was nothing like this. I'll show you photos, or video and photos again. Here's his house over here that you can see. He's gotten a lot more done. This is where I was at that day when I was showing you how we were putting in the hole, digging the holes and all that stuff. It's just completely changed, honestly. It's just completely changed. Hope you guys can hear me. I have a mask on. If not, I'll have to do a voiceover. So, but yeah, this is it. I mean, it's just like pretty crazy, actually. So another thing that I would like to mention briefly is that the volcano's right there behind all those clouds. You just can't see it, and it's still dumping ash everywhere. So it started to rain a little bit and some of the clouds lifted, and now you can actually see the volcano again going off. As you can tell from the angle, I'm on the other side, and well, if you can't tell by the angle, you can tell by the roads. Here is what it all looks like today. It's interesting, but not real nice. It keeps picking up activity and dying down, so we'll just have to see what happens over the next few days. We may actually have to come back and redo the same work multiple times. We don't know yet.